Namaste Sabalai, welcome back to the channel. Arko Din, Arko Video, Arko Review. Today we're here again in the beautiful hills of Chobar around the valley with a very special video for you guys. A lineup of 5 different bikes you get here in Nepal ranging from 15 to 60,000 rupees. Whether you're looking for a new bike or if you're looking to upgrade into something new, this video is going to be the one that's going to help you guys out. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're here out in Chobar with 5 different bikes behind me. Before we start the video, I would like to give a big shout out to Mr. Jedi from MTB Action for helping me get all of these bikes so I can review it for you guys, and Mr. Safaldai, who's behind the camera right now, who's helping me shoot this video. Moving on, so before we get on to each bike and talk about what the bike has for the money, I just want to tell you guys, if हजुरहरु नयाँ साइकल किन्न जाँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने यो भिडियो प्लिज हेरेर जानु होला, because you'll get an idea of हजुरले पैसा तिरेको अनुसार हजुरले के पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ भन्ने कुरा. यो सबै साइकल बन्ने बाहिरै हो, China, Vietnam, all of these places, and if you think about it, all of these companies are same. हजुरले छुट्टै पाउने भनेको after a certain price हजुर कटेपछि मात्रै हजुरले बाइकमा के युनिक पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ, but beginner bikes, entry level bikes ma हजुरले पाउने भनेको सबै जस्तो similar नै हुन्छ. So make sure you keep that in mind. And without a further ado, let's get on with the bikes, specifically starting from the cheapest one on the left, and then we move our way all the way to the right to the blue one, which is the most expensive on this lineup. त्यति भन्दैमा, let's get on with the city bike that costs 15,000 rupees. Woo! Alright, so for the first bike in the lineup, we have this beautiful city bike. हैन, अब यसको प्राइस भन्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this will cost you around 15 to 20,000 rupees Nepali. यो बाइक कसको लागि हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ firstly, people who are just wanting to come ride, people who just want to get into biking for a very low price, है, or हजुरको बच्चाहरुलाई तिनीहरुको लागि चाहिँ यो साइकल एकदमै ठिक्क हुन्छ, because it is well worth it for the price that you're getting for, हैन. अब ट्रेलको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this cycle cannot go to the trails, I'll be honest, because यसको parts are not meant for the trails. 15,000 मा हजुरले के पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ you'll get the bike with a 3x7 drivetrain, है. This is अगाडि 3टा गियर, पछाडि 7वटा गियर. यो ब्रान्ड भन्नु पर्दा चाहिँ यसमा Shimano जस्तो लेखा होला, but this is a knockoff, a copy of Shimano from China. यसको नाम चाहिँ Shiming लेखा छ है, which is quite funny. But अगाडि 3टा पछाडि 7वटा. Brakes मा चाहिँ you'll get mechanical disc brakes with wires, and you'll get a factory city ले बनाएकै 100 to 120 mm को coil suspension. अब यो बाइकमा हुनुपर्ने सबै कुरा त छ, तर यो बाइकको parts quality र overall हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ like I said, this is not meant for the trails, है. You can come, you can try it out, तर दुःख चाहिँ पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ, धेरै सम्भावना छ दुःख पाउनेको. त्यति भन्दैमा यो साइकलको दुईटा अप्सन्स पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ मार्केटमा. You can get a 24-inch wheel को साइकल, which is this one right here, or you can get the conventional 27.5-inch wheel, जुन चाहिँ मेजोरिटी मान्छेहरुलाई ठिक्क हुन्छ साइज. फ्रेम साइजको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ पसलमा जानु भयो भने I'm sure they can help you out with the frame size, है. So that is the city bike. We can move on to the next one, which is going to be the GTA, है त. So let's go. Okay, so for the second bike of our lineup, we have this beautiful GTA Marlin 2, है त. यो साइकलको प्राइस भन्नु पर्दा चाहिँ हजुरले लगभग 20 देखि 25,000 सम्म पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ. I think it's for 22,000 specifically. यो साइकलमा के आउँछ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ you will also get a 3x7 drivetrain. Again, यसमा पनि same हाम्रो Shiming, जुन चाहिँ Shimano नहुन सकेको Shimano भन्नु पर्ला है. So त्यो चाहिँ हाम्रो यसमा पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ. It's a Chinese brand. Brakes को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा you'll get the same mechanical disc brakes, and with the suspension you'll get the same GTA ले आफै बनाएको 100 to 120 mm को coil suspension with lockout, है. अब यो lockout के को लागि हो भन्दाखेरि म बिस्तारै बुझाउँछु, but यो साइकलको भन्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this is a very famous brand in all of Nepal. GTA भनेर हजुरले धेरै जस्तो मार्केटमा चाहिँ देख्नु भयो होला. यो एकदमै चलेको ब्रान्ड हो, which is good. अब यो GTA को धेरै मोडलहरु आउँछ. यो चाहिँ हजुरको 22,000 पर्ने मोडल हो, हैन, because this video is for people who want to get into biking or who are looking for budget friendly bikes. अब यो साइकलको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ ट्रेलमा जान मिल्छ कि नै भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ again I would say it's very risky, because यो पार्ट्सहरु जुन हजुरको ट्रेलको लागि बन्नुपर्ने हो, जुन क्वालिटीको हुनुपर्ने हो, जुन बलियो हुनुपर्ने हो, त्यो चाहिँ हुन नसकेला. किनकि मैले अझै हजुरलाई यो ट्रेलमा जान सक्छ भनेर हजुरले यो साइकल नगरकोट लगेर गएर लड्नु भयो भने चाहिँ प्रब्लम त मेरो माथि आयो नि त है सो त्यसैले अनेस्टली भन्नुपर्दा एज अ राइडर I wouldn't take this bike to the trails to do hardcore riding है अब हजुरले फर्स्ट सिक्न चाहनुहुन्छ if you're learning if you want a rough and tough bike this is a good option too for around 20,000 को budget अब यसको wheel size को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ you'll get 3 options in the market 26 27.5 and the big 29 inch wheels which makes riding easier for some people. It depends on what's your height and what kind of a riding style you like. If you guys want a video on that, please let me know. I can make a video explaining on how wheel sizes work. But moving on to this lockout. Your lockout भनेको चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ if you're riding on the streets, if हजुरले पिच बाटोमा चलाउँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने यो सस्पेन्सन अगाडिको लक गरिदिनु भयो भने चाहिँ अगाडिको सस्पेन्सन तलमाथि हुँदैन हजुरले अनलक गर्नु भने चाहिँ सस्पेन्सन अगाडिको तलमाथि हुन्छ That is so that हजुरले बाटोमा चलाउँदाखेरि हजुरको एनर्जी वेस्ट नहोस् हजुरले पिच बाटोमा हुँदाखेरि राम्रो एकदम स्मुथ राइड होस् भनेर चाहिँ मेनली यो सस्पेन्सन लकआउट बनाएको हो If you're going on the trails, of course you unlock it so you can use a suspension to make your ride much more smoother है त Like I said, यो बाइकको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ हजुरले ट्रेलतिर लग्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ प्लिज एकदम होस पारेर लग्नु होला बिकज अगेन मैले भने जस्तै यसको पार्ट्सहरू यसको बिल्ड क्वालिटी 100% ट्रेलको लागि बनाए हुन्न But again, त्यति भन्दैमा this is a very good entry point for riding bikes if you're a beginner or if you have a kid who wants to get into biking. If you want to upgrade from a normal bike that you have घरमा, this is a very good option. है त Moving on, let's get on to the third bike of our lineup, which is the Trinkx. Alright, ल आयो अर्को घोडा So this is our third bike for the lineup, the Trinkx M500 Pro. अब यो साइकलको प्राइसको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this cycle will come under 30,000 to 35,000 है depending on where you go get it. अब बाइकको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा specifications wise you get a 3x8 so पहिलाको साइकलमा 3x7 थियो भनेसी यसमा चाहिँ 3x8 छ one more extra gear for you at the back which makes your overall gear ratio a little easier to ride on uphills and downhills. 3x8 को gear ratio छ भनेसी we also get mechanical disc brakes again and we get हाम्रो Trinkx ले बनाएकै लकआउट भएको 100 to 120 mm को coil suspension again यो साइकलमा चाहिँ अलि राम्रो के छ भन्दाखेरि यसको फ्रेमको बिल्ड क्वालिटी र the parts it's a little bit better and it's more durable compared to the other first two bikes that we compared to हैन अब यो चाहिँ again it's the same Shiming भन्ने company because Shimano नहुन सकेको Chinese brand हो अब brand कस्तो छ performance कस्तो छ that will need some testing on the trails so if you guys again want to see that please do let me know but यो wheel size को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this bike is only available in 29 inch wheels so if you can see this bike is much bigger wheel size मा यसको benefit चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हजुरले rolling हजुरको downhill र हजुरको pedaling efficiency चाहिँ बढाइदिन्छ because you have more surface area that the wheel is covering and again it has lockout in the front and it has a 3x8 हैन overall cycle looks good much better than the other two that we just reviewed अब यो अझै प्राइस बढ्दै जान्छ हैन अब यसको प्राइस अघि भनेको छ 30 to 35,000 मा आउँछ अब यो बाइक चाहिँ ट्रेलतिर चाहिँ मैले पनि हेरेको छु I have seen a lot of people use this bike on the trails helipad शिवपुरी नागार्जुन हैन अब उनीहरुको रिभ्यु उनीहरुसित कुरा गर्दाखेरि नै yeah it's a good bike to learn it's a good bike to get into trail riding हैन if you're looking into getting into trail riding हजुरले हैन बाटोतिर घरतिर सिटीतिर चलाउनु हुन्छ अलिअलि शनिबार मात्रै जानु हुन्छ भने चाहिँ you wouldn't have to invest so much in this you can go for the other two options but हैन म अब अलिकति अझ खतरा गर्छु अलिकति लामो रुट जान्छु हुन्छ नि त्यसो गर्नु चाहनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ this is a very good option for you to get into biking either. So this is the Trinkx M500 Pro. Moving on, let's get on to the next bike. The bikes are gonna get trail specific and trail oriented. So without further ado, let's change the bike to the next one, the fourth bike of the lineup in 3, 2, 1. Wow, okay, so color pani pura farak cha rato घोडा Ferrari हैन फेरि यो. Don't think of this as a Ferrari. But yes, this is our giant Rincon 2. Hey, so giant भनेर चाहिँ हजुरले of course मार्केटमा सुन्नु भएको छ होला even if you're not a biker हजुरले वरिपरि हेर्दाखेरि यो giant GIANT भनेर चाहिँ धेरै साइकल चल्छ हैन and this is a very well known trusted worthy brand to get a bike from अब यो साइकल अहिले चाहिँ giant को एकदमै entry level हो भनौं है So this cycle will cost you around 50,000, somewhere around 50 to 55,000 हैन यो साइकलको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ you get a 3x8 again it's one more gear compared to the first two bikes यसमा चाहिँ you do get Shimano the real Shimano that you get हैन यसमा चाहिँ Shimano कै drivetrain आउँछ Altus भन्ने हैन which is also a very good entry level drivetrain brakes को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ you will finally get hydraulic brakes this is not going to be wire this is going to be used by oil hydraulic brake भनेको हजुरको गाडी बाइक स्कुटर जसमा जस्तो ब्रेक हुन्छ त्यसै ब्रेक भनेको यसमा आउन छ हैन ट्र्याक्ट्रो भन्ने ब्रान्डको which is also a very good brand सस्पेन्सन कुरा गर्नु पर्दा you will get a SR Sun Tour so अब प्राइस बढ्दै गएपछि चाहिँ हजुरको पार्ट्सको क्वालिटी र ब्रान्डहरु आउन थाल्छ SR Sun Tour भनेको नि एकदमै वेल नोन ब्रान्ड हो हाम्रो साइक्लिङ ग्रुपमा कम्युनिटीमा because they make high end suspensions as well as Giant they make high end bikes also but this is an entry level bike अब यो बाइकको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ if you're looking for a bike to go to the trails to hit downhill with me or with other daiharu हैन around the valley or if you want to go to Nagarkot this cycle will not let you down of course this cycle is not meant to go at the speeds we go to हैन हजुरले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ अब रेसहरु गर्दाखेरि जुन स्पिडमा जान्छ त्यो स्पिडमा चाहिँ जान नसकेला but at the same time if you want to have a very comfortable and a very confident ride this cycle is for you wheel size को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ यसमा पनि हजुरले wheel size को options पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ like 27.5 देखि लिएर 29 inch सम्म and color को त कुरा नगरौँ it looks amazing यो बाइक को overall looks पनि एकदमै राम्रो छ and again like I said Giant is a very well known brand हजुरले अहिले Giant को यो entry level बाइक किन्नु भयो भने पछि गएर हजुरले Giant कै एकदमै top enduro downhill बाइक पनि किन्न सक्नुहुन्छ depending on what your preference is so before I move on to the next bike एउटा राम्रो कुरा चाहिँ म के भन्न चाहन्छु हजुरहरुलाई चाहिँ is when you're going to get a bike हजुरले बाइक किन्न जानु हुन्छ भने चाहिँ पहिला जानु अगाडि अलिकति रिसर्च चाहिँ गर्नै पर्नु हुन्छ so if you're watching this video for that research thank you so much and I'm sure you will get your answers but if you're not watching of course you're watching this video हैन तर मैले भन्न खोजेको चाहिँ हजुरले बाइक किन्न जानु अगाडि चाहिँ definitely research गरेर जानुस् because हजुरले के कोलाई बाइक लिँदै हुनुहुन्छ if you're getting the bike for commutes or if you're getting your bike for trail riding or if you're getting your bike for training everything has different uses and every bike is different in some way or the other अब यो बाइकको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ this is meant for beginner ride entry level riding and all of these bikes are entry level beginners so make sure you keep that in mind and this bike is the Giant Rincon yeah man looks good overall it's a very good bike it's got disc brakes hydraulics agi bhane jastै and after this we have the best entry level bike you can possibly get in the market which we will show you again in 3 2 1 jadu lights Santino jadu garo ni guys and guys ke kaso all right so we have our beautiful Trinkx Marlin 4 aba Trinkx pani म धेरै भन्नु त पर्दैन होला because if you know cycling if you are in the biking world Trinkx भन्ने ब्रान्ड पनि हजुरलाई थाहा नै छ होला हैन हजुरले चलाइराख्नु पनि छ होला हजुरले हेर्नु पनि भएको छ होला वरिपरि हैन मैले पनि I ride a Trinkx for my training bike I just got it asti you guys can check that video out but yes this is the Marlin 4 entry level series for trail riding and going out on your bike specifications को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा you get Shimano so जसरी हजुरले अलि एक्सपेन्सिभ जानुहुन्छ you get well known and well trusted brands so यसमा चाहिँ you get Shimano को टोर्नी भन्ने ड्राइभट्रेन अगाडि 3टा पछाडि चाहिँ 7वटा so again यो बाइक is the most expensive in आजको lineup this bike will cost you somewhere around 60 to 65,000 but still you get one less gear so अब यो कुराहरु चाहिँ हजुरले ध्यान दिनुपर्छ sometimes when you're paying a lot more it's not only because you're getting everything better than your old bike sometimes you get something better and something worse हैन सबैको राम्रो नराम्रो हुन्छ अब यो बाइक 60,000 पर्दाखेरि पनि you only get a 3x7 drivetrain हैन हजुरको सस्तो बाइकहरुमा you get a 3x8 अब हैन हजुरले त ल यो महँगो बाइकमा नि यस्तो सस्तो सामान आयो भन्नु सक्नुहुन्छ होला which is true but now that depends on the company के हजुरले यो बाइक जे देख्नुहुन्छ कम्पनीबाट यही बाइक आउने हो हैन but you can of course get changes you can of course get upgrades as you progress so you get a 3x7 drivetrain and you get mechanical disc brake I think I don't like about this bike, honestly, because I would expect as a rider to get hydraulic disc brakes at least, because this bike is meant to go to the trails, this bike is meant to go fast. But at the same time, we still have Shimano disc brakes, mechanical disc brakes that run with wires. It's okay. When I say they all have their goods and bads. यसको सस्पेन्सनको कुरा गर्नु पर्दा you get another SR Sun Tour 100 to 120 mm को suspension, again no lockout. So यसमा पनि preload भन्ने feature छ. Preload ले चाहिँ के गर्दिन्छ भन्दाखेरि हजुरले हाम्रो air suspension मा जसरी हामी suspension tune गर्छौं depending on our weight and our riding style, यसमा पनि to a certain extent है त्यति धेरै tune त गर्न मिल्दैन, तर अलिकति भयो नि हजुरले चित्त बुझाउनु भयो नि, you can use these preload options माथि, you can twist them, you can make the suspension harder or you can make it softer. So if you're a heavy person, you want it to be hard so that हजुरको पुरै नचलोस्, until you're doing very big drops. Or if you're a lighter person, you can go very low and you can have a smoother ride overall. Overall, your bike ko kura garnu pada, it's a very good build quality. Of course, it's by Trinkx, the company itself. We have official Trinkx stores in Nepal also, like the Kathmandu bike station or the Trinkx bikes Nepal in Panipokri. About wheels ko kura garnu pada, you get a 29-inch wheel here. I think you should be able to get a 27.5 also, but if not, 29-inch wheels is also a very good option if you're trying to go riding. Now, overall, you've seen all the bikes in the video, and this is the most expensive one from all the other four. But at the same time, I wouldn't say that this is the best or the others are the best. So honestly, price ko lai bhannu parda chai I would pick, personally, I would go for the Giant that I showed right before this. For 50 to 55,000, you're getting a very good deal overall with hydraulic brakes, a good drivetrain, and a good build quality. But if you like Trinkx and if you want to upgrade parts on this frame, that's also not a bad option because this frame is good. It's good to go on the trails. All you need to do is get some better brakes and maybe a better drivetrain. Now for an overview of what bike you should get the next time you're going out for bike shopping, or what all you need to consider when you're looking for a new bike in the market. So your 5 bike madhyama, all of these bikes are pretty much the same but a little different. किनकि हजुरले 15,000 देखि लिएर 60,000 सम्मको साइकल पाउन सक्नुहुन्छ भने you get different parts which are meant for different things. अघि भने जस्तै not all bikes are meant for the trail, not all bikes are meant to do jumps like we do. Some bikes are meant to learn, some bikes are meant to just try out the trails, and some bikes are meant to actually shred the trails. So when you're going to get a new bike, हजुर पसलमा नयाँ साइकल किन्न जानु हुँदैछ भने please, first of all, हजुरले के याद राख्नु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि हजुरलाई केको लागि साइकल चाहिने हो, what you need the bike for. Secondly is how long you're going to think you're going to spend time on the bike. Kineki, to be honest, हामी नेपालमा धेरै जसो मान्छेहरु पनि, even me personally, we end up being just weekend warriors. हामी Saturday, शनिबार र Sunday मात्रै साइकल चलाउँछौं. त्यसको लागि हजुर लाखौं खर्च गरेर साइकल किन्नु पर्ने जरुरी छैन. You can might as well just get a bike for 60,000, 70,000 हैन. If हजुरले हप्तामा एकचोटी मात्रै चलाउने हो भने there's no point getting such a big bike, such a nice bike. किनकि the nicer the bike, the more maintenance you need to do. त्यति भन्दैमा I don't mean to say that सस्तो bike भएमा maintain गर्नु पर्दैन. But if you have better bikes, you have more expensive bikes, तिनीहरुको parts, तिनीहरुको electronics, किनकि अब त साइकलमा नि electronics हरु आउन थालिसक्यो हैन. So त्यो सबै कुराहरु you got to make sure you keep in mind before you're going out bike shopping. And with that, again, I would like to thank Mr. Jedi from MTB Action for giving all of these bikes so I can review it for you guys. As I know, it's only an overview of the bikes and a bike ma ke auncha ani price kati ho. Aba you kune cycle, if you think you want to see an on-trail review or if you want to see me ride the bikes on the trails like how we do, make sure you put them down in the comments below so I can make that video for you guys. And again, if you have any other questions related to bikes, if you're getting a new bike, if you want to know how to ride a bike, or if there's anything bike related, make sure you hit me up and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. Again, keep riding. Make sure you watch this video and make sure you share this video with your friends, your families, and your riding buddies who are planning to get a new bike or just trying to upgrade. And again, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed because I definitely did. And for more review videos, you guys know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one.